Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And what are we doing today?
Today we're here with the second part of our little video series that we started last Thursday that talked about that video. We talked about how we are frugal. In this video, we're going to talk about how we are not frugal.
All right, let's get to it.
Though with a caveat, some of these will be frugal-ish. Okay, we'll explain that. Okay, so the first one is going to be snack foods. Now, if you've watched our grocery hauls, you've seen those Cheetos and Pringles. And we know that for some people, they feel like if you're frugal, you don't buy snack foods. You just eat your 3 square meals or whatever. But if you're a runner and you're running 50 miles a week or something like that, whatever he's running right now, training for marathons, you're going to have to eat more than that. And he could choose healthier ones maybe, but he chooses Cheetos.
I don't demonize food. I eat in moderation.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so you will notice most of those are Cheetos, and the Pringles is for our son that lives here, and he's a snacker. So could we eliminate those if we needed to, but we don't have to, so we're okay with not being frugal about snack foods.
All right, number 2, we go to coffee shops. And we do at least once a month. If you've seen our goal videos, that's what we do. That's where we go to work out the video, talk about the goals and things. We go to a coffee shop, we sit down, we eat breakfast, and then we talk about
And I get to enjoy some awesome frou-frou coffee, as we call it.
Yep. So we go to coffee shops. We don't go to Starbucks very often.
No, it's like that. It's like
but it's like a sit-down coffee shop that we go to.
Yeah, that has food, and he gets some food, and I get frou-frou coffee, and we chat about all the goals that we have for the month.
Yep.
So, all right, and to piggyback off that, we do eat out.
Yep.
Now, let's just put this out there. He works in a restaurant. How weird would it be for us if he worked in a restaurant and we never actually ate it? I mean, some people, maybe they could, but we instead decided that we wanted to support the restaurants in the area because we know what it's like to have the breadwinner working in a restaurant. So, we go, we don't go all the time, and we stick to our meal plan for the most part. We usually have intention about when we're actually going to eat in a restaurant. But we do eat out, and we don't eliminate that from our budget.
Yep. All right, number 4 is races. This is one where we are not frugal. Now, I don't do a ton of races, but
races aren't cheap.
They aren't cheap. The ones I've been doing lately aren't cheap. Most of Boston was, I think. Well, Boston was probably the cheapest marathon I've done in a while. It was less than $200 just to sign up for the race. Adobe Challenge was probably $600. I mean,
that's 4 different races, and it was at Disney, and Disney's never cheap.
And so anyway, we do. That's one way we're not frugal. I do sign up for races and go and run them.
But I will say this about that is it encourages him. He gets excited about it. He trains. He exercises, and he's staying healthy because of it. So we're willing to put a little money into that to continue that encouragement and excitement. And a lot of times the races are usually also connected to a fundraiser or a charity.
Yep.
So it is a way for him to also give back to the community.
Yep.
A lot of times it's like children's charities.
Yep.
So, we don't feel bad about those races because it helps the community, and it also helps keep him healthy. So, to piggyback off of that, though, we're going to move on to the 5th one, which is running shoes or any kind of shoes. We don't necessarily go for the cheap shoes. Now, when you're a runner, you have to make sure that you have shoes that actually protect your feet, or you're going to end up with injuries. But even that, like, I look for nice shoes that have good reviews for protecting your feet. Because if you have foot injuries, you're gonna not be able to exercise. You're not gonna be able to walk. So to us, spending a little extra on shoes is important to protect your feet. But we do it in a frugal way. That's why we said frugalish. We do it in a frugal way because like we have a rewards account at Skechers. And so he buys his running shoes from the Skechers outlet, and often he gets them for buy one, get one 50% off. And so he'll get one pair at the full price, but he'll get 50% off the other one. And he also has rewards points building up. So he might get $10 or $20 off on top of that. He has literally walked out of Skechers and paid $30 for a pair of running shoes that should have cost $120.
Yep.
So we do it in a frugalish way, but spending on more expensive shoes may not seem frugal to everyone, but to us, it's important.
Yep. Number 6, we rarely shop at thrift stores, which is just our choice. We choose not to. And we save up for things that we want to buy, and then we buy them when we want to buy them.
Now, I will make a note about that. And one of the things is that because I'm such a short little girl, I'm only 5'1". If I'm being kind to myself, because it's not really 5'1", it's 5 3/4 of an inch. It is very hard for me to find clothes right off the rack. And then you go into a store that has all the designs just like thrown into a size category, and you have to stand there and do like this. I really struggle with that because I know that there's going to be very few that are short enough for me that has the petite symbol on it. It's going to be like 40 pairs of pants and then maybe one that has a petite size on it. So for me, it's very frustrating. I like to go to stores where they have like a whole petite section, and I just know I can walk right over there and find what I need in my length. So that's one of the reasons why we don't shop at thrift stores often. Is it's just really frustrating trying to find something that's going to fit for me. And then, I mean, we go in there occasionally, but not often.
Yep.
Yeah. So we don't have anything against them. They're just like, my ADD just like, I can't handle it. So the next one is we use credit cards. Now, we use that one on the other one for why we are frugal, by using credit card hacking. We know that a lot of people would feel like that's not really frugal to use credit cards. Like we mentioned in the other one, we feel like it is okay as long as you always have the money budgeted to pay it immediately. And that's what we do. But it might fall under the frugal-ish category because some people might feel like that's not really frugal because you use a credit card. So,
number 8, we're always willing to help out our kids. That's always a given. Anytime they feel like they have a need, they always know they can come to us and ask us to help them out with whatever it is. It may not always be money. It may be just help in other ways. So. And we're always willing to do that, and they know that. They can make that phone call anytime.
Yeah, but our kids they don't take advantage of that. We helped our son a lot. The one that lives in Tennessee, we helped him a lot when he was first in college. But as soon as he got out of college and started making his own money, he called us and said, I'm taking over my cell phone payment, and I'm taking over this. Like he didn't expect us to continue paying things just because we always had.
Yep.
And we helped our other son with his college education. We don't regret giving them anything. And we also don't regret gifting them anything.
Yep.
Like our son and daughter-in-law is coming down here for a visit. In fact, by the time you see this video, they'll be driving to us. They said they were coming, and we said, hey, we want to take you to Disney a couple of the days while you're here. We suggested it. We didn't say, hey, but to go, you're going to have to cough up some money for the tickets. We said, we'll take care of that.
Yep.
Because we invited them.
Yep.
So we don't regret giving them things or gifting them things. Yep. All right. And to piggyback off of the last thing I just said, it might not seem too frugal to go to theme parks and other attractions that actually cost money We don't always go to free entertainment in our area, though there are a lot of parks and stuff here. So we could definitely do that. But we feel like as long as we do the annual passes so that we get in free, when we pay for that annual pass, we're paying for an opportunity to go throughout the year without having to pay every time we went.
Yep.
So to us, we feel like those passes are a frugal decision, but could we just not do that and just, not go to a theme park? I mean, yeah, we could. So it's not as frugal as it could be because we are choosing to spend a little money that we don't have to.
That's right. And number 10, we splurge on vacations.
Yep.
That means we don't stay at the cheapest hotel. We sometimes rent a car to go, and we always eat out when we go, and we pick the places we want to go, and it's usually places that we can't go while we're at home. So
oh yeah, that's a rule.
Yeah.
If I can eat it at home, I will. I don't want to go there. I want to go somewhere I cannot eat at home.
So anyway, we do splurge on vacations, but the caveat to that is we always have a sinking fund where we save up the money for that, so we can splurge when we go.
That's right. Yeah, you'll see in previous videos where we talked about our travel budget that we rented a car for trips and stuff like that. Why didn't we just take our used car or something like that, our car from home, things like that? And usually it's just that my car's very old and we don't want to put too many miles on it anymore. We just like to use it around the area. Yep. But also we feel like, okay, so we don't live near our families. So that's one of the reasons why we take vacations at least once a year. Is his mom lives in a state that's like 2 states away from us. And then, is that right?
Yeah.
You rolled your eyes back like,
well,
it's 2, 3, according to how you count?
Yeah.
And then our son lives in a different direction, 2 states up. So it's either 2 states across or 2 states up. So none of them live close. So we do like to go travel to see our family members. And then we also have our recurring races that we go to that we are willing to budget for, because just like we mentioned earlier, we're willing to pay a little to for him to stay healthy and excited about running. So like Boston this year, we're doing it as a road trip.
Yep.
All the way up to Boston.
Yep.
And we don't regret that. And we're looking really excited to doing it as a road trip and stopping along at attractions and seeing things as we go. Absolutely. It's not frugal to necessarily take trips like that or whatever throughout the year, but we don't regret it because of the benefits and experiences that we're getting from them.
That is correct. All right, so drop us a comment below and let us know ways that you're not frugal. We'd love to hear those. Share those with the group. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell for when we upload new videos. You'll be ready to view those because we're throwing them at you hot and heavy right now. So go ahead and click that notifications bell, all notifications, so that you're notified when a new video is ready for you to view. With that said, that's going to do it today for the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Don't forget the long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.